Guardian changes. Let's talk about them. I'm Burden,
And I'm Seras.
and this is your GW2 Daily. Hello, Addict Gamers, and thank you for watching your Guild Wars 2 Daily for October 22nd, 2013. Today we are going to be talking about the Guardian changes that came along with the Halloween patch. Just like I say before every video, make sure you guys comment below and just give us your feedback and join in on the conversation. Let us know what you think. If you have an opinion, make sure you let us know what that is. And if you happen to agree or disagree with what we say, then let us know. Okay, so let's jump into the... Huh?
Don't worry.
Okay. Alright, let's jump into the Guardian changes. First up, we have Healing Breeze that's been changed. Now, they doubled the base heal when healing allies. So basically what they did was they made this more effective when you are healing others. So for more group support, they made this a lot better. So they doubled the base for the heal when you're healing allies, and the scaling from the healing power has been increased from 20% to 40%. So that's also been doubled, the amount of healing power that it's taken into account. But you still think this isn't a very good skill, do you?
No. It's too easily interruptible. And if it is interrupted, you're not even getting your full heal out of yourself too. And if you want to heal your allies, then you have to use your heal skill, which will put it down on a big cooldown, so then you're not getting healing again, once again. When you need it, you won't be able to use it.
I mean, I see the point of what they're doing. Like the Signet of Resolve gives you more condition cleanse on yourself, and then the Shelter gives you a block while you're healing. But they wanted the Healing Breeze to be more group play type of a heal. But you are right where it can be easily interrupted, and then that's like your whole heal gone out the window, and you can't really let that happen, can you?
The cooldowns are just way too high to do it. You'd be crippled without it.
It is a 40-second cooldown, so yeah. Okay, the second thing that was changed is the perfect inscriptions. This trait now increases the effectiveness of the passive condition removal on Signet of Resolve. So perfect inscriptions just makes your signets stronger, the passive effects. And it wasn't doing anything to the Signet of Resolve, which is your heal, before. So now it is. You're actually going to be removing more conditions on the Signet of Resolve, which actually makes that a better choice than Healing Breeze, or Healing Breeze, by even more, now that you're going to be removing more conditions in this very condition-heavy meta.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, with the Healing Breeze, and the more that I think about it, if I wanted to heal others, I'd probably actually go with a Nelly, Staff Healing. With their changes to their healing seem a lot better than the Guardian's options. Now that the staff's been changed. Just a little side thing.
They definitely have the best AoE heals. But when you think of a Guardian, you would think that they would also be very good AoE healers.
They seem to be a lot more selfish in their healing capability, from what I've seen. I mean, you do have it on dodge roll, but other than that, I mean, you do provide a lot of buffs though, which is nice.
You have a lot of condition removal and stuff like that, especially one of the changes we're going to talk about soon. They do have a lot of condition removal. Just using your combo fields properly, you could also remove conditions from your allies.
Yep.
Okay, so the next trait is Focus Mind. Now this trait now grants Fury when using a meditation, and I'm actually really surprised that it took up so long to fix this, because this had to be the most useless trait in the whole game. Because what it did before was it would make your meditations an instant cast, but 2 out of the 3 meditations you had as a Guardian were already instant. So basically you're taking a trait to make 1 meditation instant that you might not even use. So what a ridiculous trait. I think there must have been something must have happened in the design process, and they didn't even bother changing it, or they just figured they would change it later.
Well, as bad as it is, I think you could find something worse in one of the other classes. It's always worse. You know how it
But
is.
it's changing instant. It's changing instant skills into instant skills.
I know. It's the sad part.
And the sad part is that you can find more useless traits in other classes. You think?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. They still have a way to go with the traits, but they definitely fixed a few of the guardian traits in this patch, which is good. The next one is Purging Flames. Now this is a utility skill. The base functionality has been reworked. This skill now removes 3 conditions when you use it, and from your allies as well in an area, and burns your enemies. And what it does also is it leaves a consecration field down, and you actually have the condition duration. All the conditions on you, the duration is reduced by a lot. It's kind of like the Warriors Berserker stance. You
Here
want
we
to take
go
over,
again,
Seras?
guys. It's the dog. So, where were we? Purging Flame. Making it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cast it. Let me find it. I'm a bad guy. Sorry about this. Oh god, how? Oh, I've got it somewhere. Where is it? There it is. I keep thinking there was a difference. Alright. Purging Flame. We got the cooldown. Was it condition durations are reduced by 20%. That's nice. And it removes 3 conditions. It's very good.
And applies burn. And it's basically like an AoE Berserker stance for the warrior, just for the guardian. And what's great is that it's actually like the warrior is just for yourself, but you could actually cast that and be like, guys, stand in here. I don't know if you did that or not, but
pulses 5 times.
not too bad.
Will that mean that? It's kind of different.
Probably, yeah. That's
I
right.
think it Will that? I actually have to go test it. All right. I'm just gonna put a little pause.
It might
here
actually stack, huh?
1 sec.
So 33%. I wonder if that's a mistake in the patch notes or just a mistake on the tooltip. Maybe because they did the same thing with Shadow's Embrace and the Thief. Remember, they screwed up the tooltip, so maybe it's just a tooltip error.
I'm just gonna go by 33 because it sounds cooler and better.
33.
Yep.
Okay.
But
well, I mean, it does on cast. It does remove 3 conditions, so for it to have even, you got to be careful of it getting too strong. You know what I mean? Reducing the conditions for too long. But 33% sounds like it.
It does damage. Makes a combo feel. Removes condition. Lasts for a couple of seconds. It's pretty good. All for one.
That's what utilities are supposed to do, man.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be strong like that. That's why there are so many utilities for some of the classes that just they're not viable. Not you just don't want to use them because they don't feel like they're benefiting you enough towards some utilities. You really feel the benefit of it.
Yep.
Okay, so we talked about that for a while, man. Hallowed Ground. The skill now increases the boon duration for allies who remain inside the consecration area by 20%. So another nice little support thing added for the Guardian. They did say they were going to add a lot of support in this patch, and with the Elementalists with the staff, we definitely saw it, and now we're seeing quite a bit of it for the Guardian as well.
Quite nice.
20% is great. You know if you for yourself as a Guardian, if you could get certain runes, and man, you could really stack up the boon duration on the guard now.
Well, it's a 12-second fire field as well.
Yep.
Some good blasts and so stack up some mine. Very nice.
Also, Signet of Mercy. This is that's the Resurrection Signet. It's now ground targeted as well. They did the same thing with the Elementalist Signets. So now this is ground targeted as well. Basically, just trying to make it a little more difficult to use. Because I mean, the Elementalist one, I think it's in water. You just cast it, and 3 of your allies would resurrect. So I would say that was probably too easy to use.
The Elementalist, its change to its resurrect thing was better for the Signet of Earth, because then you can get more targets into it, and it's easier to target as well. because you're not relying on clicking on a single target to cast it. You can put it over an area so you can see exactly which people you're resurrecting at the same time. And I think they made it bigger as well. I think overall it is better than what it previously was.
Yeah, I didn't notice it actually has a 360 radius.
But the
And
dog did.
that that does make it better. I thought it was a 180 like the other ones. So I thought it was gonna be way more difficult to res people.
I think I'll just let you know all. The dog isn't actually Brad's. It doesn't actually live in his house.
It's my neighbor's dog.
It sounds like it's in his room, but it's not there. Yeah, it's been
So it's one
debate
of those
about
tiny
existence.
dogs that won't shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
We've gone through many murder plans.
Okay. Go. He's still
anyway,
joking.
I thought it was gonna be more difficult to res with the Signet, the Earth attunement, with the Elementalist Resurrection Signet. I really screwed that up, but yeah, I didn't realize it had the 360 radius, which is actually quite big.
It's a glyph.
Or glyph, yeah, sorry. We're talking about the Signet Mercy for the Guardian, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. It was just me telling you it's a glyph.
Are we done talking about the Signet?
Yeah, we are. We're on to the
Okay.
Glacial hard stuff now.
Okay. So yeah, the Glacial Heart, this trait, there's been a lot of debate around this trait. The trait now delivers an area strike on the target it activates on. So if you don't know what Glacial Heart does, it chills. What it used to be is single target, but now it applies a 4-second chill with a 30-second cooldown, and when it activates on a target, it actually does an area chill now. So it actually chill up to 5 targets, which is actually pretty strong. It's just like the Sigil of Hydromancy that does the AoE chill. Now there is debate over the 30-second cooldown, and it is hammer only. So I've been reading on the forums some debate about it. Some people still think the cooldown's too long, but I guess with the area of effect, it kind of justifies the Signet more than it just being a single target chill.
I like it. And how it's been changed. I don't mind the 30-second cooldown because I was already using it beforehand, so all they did was just make it better for me in some of my builds.
So see, before it was single target, and well, at the release of the game, it was single target, and it was a 45-second cooldown, and that's definitely something to complain about. That's not very good. But I think with the area of effect, and they've reduced the cooldown to 30 seconds throughout the game, and I just think with the area of effect that the skill actually becomes a lot stronger now, and I think they can justify the longer cooldown now than they could when it was single target.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Now
well, that's everything.
Meditation. No, we had to discuss the focus mind, didn't we? That was the last thing we talked about.
Okay. Wait,
focus
what?
Mind.
Didn't we talk about it already?
We did. Remember, I wasn't recording, so we missed it out.
About me making a build? Is that the one?
I think so.
Okay.
Because
I
we took forever to
to
talk about it, and I was saying that it was bad, and then you were saying it was good, and then we kept talking about it. Basically,
you were recording it, so I don't remember where we were at.
The whole deal of the thing is, I think it's not worth taking because it's only like 5 seconds of fury, but Bird says that it's worth taking in his builds because he doesn't have any crit, so he can get the vigor.
Yeah, so what I was saying was in PvP when I was playing my Guardian a lot, when we were doing tournament stuff, like just way back when, I would always be by myself, and I think you were making the argument that there could be like an Elementalist or someone around there giving me Fury, so it wouldn't be a trait that I have to grab. But I think what my argument was that I'm usually always by myself, and there are like I think our whole argument was dropping Purity for focused minds, and I am losing one condition removal every 10 seconds, but I think with focused minds and you get the Fury, you can crit, and there is another trait that gives you vigor every time you crit, or a chance to get vigor when you crit, And I think just that having that extra vigor would actually make me a much better bunker guard than having the purity, though the one condition removal every 10 seconds. I do know it's a very high condition meta, and you pretty much have to bring as much cleanse as you can. But I think if you dodge, even if you just randomly dodge, I mean, there's so much. They're always applying so many conditions that even if you just randomly dodge, you're ending up avoiding some sort of condition applier.
Cool. Uh,
But
there,
I
there
in
we go,
PVE
folks.
and PvP.
No, I'm
Wait!
cutting you off.
Teacher, teacher,
No,
teacher.
no. There
But
we
I
go,
think in
folks.
PVE and
God damn it, Bert.
come on, let me make the point,
You've
Damien.
made your point.
I'm no, it's actually your point. I'm remaking because
Okay.
you said it in PVE and World vs World. When you're around other people all the time, is probably not straight to grab. But I'm thinking along the lines of bunkering at a point, like by myself, and so I kind of need that fury to get the vigor, and I don't have anyone around me to get it. But yeah, if you have people around you who can give you vigor or give you fury or even vigor, then I wouldn't worry about the trait.
Yeah. All right. There we go, folks. We have a bit
Wait,
of a
wait, wait.
split decision there on the trait Focus Mind. Tell us what you think yourselves in the comments below, and we'll see if we can get a bit of a discussion going. I'm Seras.
Agree with me.
That's Bird.
My point's better.
You've been listening to the Gaming GW2 Daily cast, and yeah, thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.